Hello, I'm wondering if you will believe me when I tell you that I'm on this beach with the sun beating down on my head and the wind blowing through my hair. Uh, Probably not. Anyway, the purpose of this video is to show you what to do for a ChemBalancer assignment. It is going to be associated with a Google Doc that you have to fill out while you're doing it, and I will show you how to do that in one moment. I'm using the Zoom meeting place to make this video, so I just have to share my screen. And I'm going to share the full screen. You can still see me in the corner there. And this is the link that the link that you get in your assignment will take you here. This is called the Classic ChemBalancer. And to start this activity, you hit Start Game. And what we're going to do is we're going to balance this equation. So I'm just going to put ones in to start with everything. What I like about this interactive is that it shows you the number of each element. So if I go ahead and change that to a 2, it now puts 2 of these there. So this one happens to be balanced with all ones. So since this is balanced, I'm going to choose balance, and I get this little pop-up that says, correct. In Latin, ferrum means iron. From ferrum comes the symbol Fe, and the word farrier, a blacksmith who puts iron shoes on horses. Sulfur is a yellow powder. So we balanced this reaction correctly, and have been given a little bit of information. So in the ChemBalancer homework, this is the document that you will have to fill out. And you can just, you'll be given a Google Doc. You can just type the answers in. Now, this first part has to do with the information that pops up when you balance an equation, right? And unfortunately, it's not in the correct order. So I need to find the question that has to do with that. And it is here. What is a farrier? Farrier is, I'm going to go back and look at that again. It's not there anymore. Let's see if I can backtrack. A farrier is a blacksmith who puts iron shoes on horses. So you can see when I hit OK, it brought me to the next one. So a farrier is a blacksmith who puts iron shoes on horses. And what would be handy for me for grading this is if you maybe italicize this or even put it in a different color to separate it from the original question. In addition to this, at the bottom, we have to show the balanced equation. Now, you have two options here. You can either put 1, and these happen to be in order. You could put 1s in front of this, or if you were actually balancing this, you could just leave it blank, because we wouldn't actually put coefficients in front of a balanced equation if they were just 1s. Unfortunately, with the ChemBalancer activity, we do have to do this. So if we look at the next one, I'm going to start with 1s. I'm going to put 1s in front of everything, and then I'm just going to count. Here I have 2 hydrogens on this side, but I only have 1 on this side. And I have 2 chlorines on this side, but only 1 on this side. So to get my 2 hydrogens, I'm going to put a 2 right there. And let's check. I have 1, 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens, 2 chlorines, and 2 chlorines. This is balanced, and it says correct, hydrochloric acid, the stomach acid that breaks down the food you eat. A mucus lining protects the stomach itself. Too much HCl can get past the lining and give you an ulcer. So if we look back at the ChemBalancer worksheet, and we find this equation, first of all, to balance it, we needed a 2 right there. And we find the question that has to do with that It says, what happens if too much HCl gets past the mucus lining in your stomach? So you just answer it right there. And I believe there is one question for each of the reactions that you balance. So there, once you find it, that's likely going to be the question. I'm not positive though. There might be some questions or some equations that have more than one. So you might want to double check. So that is how you complete this assignment. I wish you luck, and if you have any questions, please send me an email and I would be more than happy to help you. Thanks.